After months of delays, you could soon find out how your child scored on last year's ISTEP exam. And a lot of them will be shocked by what they see. Eyewitness News reporter Rich Van Wyk is at the State House tonight with the reasons why. Rich?
John, this was a new, more difficult ISTEP exam, along with new pass-fail scores set by the Board of Education today. We are being told to expect a significant increase in the number of students failing this test. And get this, more than half of Indiana's schools are expected to receive D's and F's as their state-mandated letter grade.
Dr. Bertram, yes.
The State Board of Education said yes to ISTEP scores.
Mr. Henry?
Yes.
Many educators insist will do them no good.
And there's a total lack of confidence, first of all, in what those results are going to give us.
Wayne Township School Superintendent Dr. Jeff Butts.
We're 11 weeks into school. We've already begun to address the issues with our students.
Students took a new test, written to Indiana's new, tougher educational standards. Grading and other problems delayed results for months. New pass-fail scores set by the board are expected to significantly increase the number of failing students. Butts and other educators want to know
how valid they truly are in determining whether or not a teacher has been successful or a student has been successful.
There is a lot riding on ISTEP scores. They are used to evaluate teachers and whether they receive pay raises. The state uses ISTEP scores to grade schools. Last year, more than half of the schools received A's. With the new test and new scoring, the Department of Education estimates more than half will now receive D's and F's.
We have a lot of stakes on our accountability system and those grades.
Failing schools face sanctions and possible government intervention. They affect enrollment, a community's image, and property values. The superintendent and governor are promising to work with lawmakers on legislation giving schools a one-year reprieve and not holding them accountable for students' ISTEP scores.
We want to give a fair representation to how our schools perform, not put out a representation out there that represents really a more rigorous assessment and a whole new way of looking at assessment.
The State Board of Education has yet one more ISTEP issue to settle. They recently became aware of the fact that the paper and pencil math exam was slightly but significantly easier than the exams taken on computers. Next week, they're set to meet and vote on a proposal that will give those computer-tested kids a few extra points to compensate them, John, for taking a more difficult test.
All right, thank you. Rich Van Wyk reporting tonight from the State House.